With the release of iOS 4 for the iPhone and iPod Touch, there have been a lot of really big improvements, such as multitasking, folders, and more. But one thing that really hasn't been documented much is the speed difference. So guys, what I've done is I have taken my iPod Touch 2nd generation, and I have went ahead and restored it to 3.1.2, a purely stock version, and went ahead and ran a couple of tests, and then I did the same things on a totally stock version of iOS 4 to kind of give you guys a good sense of what the difference is in speed. There have been a lot of things about the iPhone 3G being a lot slower on iOS 4, but guys, I wanted to go ahead and test on the iPod Touch 2nd generation, which is, of course, a slightly faster device, to go ahead and give you guys a good feel for how much faster or slower iOS 4 is compared to iOS 3. Okay, so the first test will be of Safari. Now, of course, iOS 3 is on the left and iOS 4 is on the right. So the first website we'll load is apple.com. It's a pretty simple site, but yeah. So guys, as you can see already, the iOS 4 is quite a bit faster, and yeah, it's already done, guys, in 10 seconds. Whereas iOS 3 is still sitting there. So yeah, guys, definitely iOS 4 definitely took the cake on this one. And guys, I will mention that this is just an average. I did run this test many times, so no worries about Wi-Fi issues. Okay, so the second one is Zidric, and it's a mobile site. As it should be very quickly, and yeah, see, there you go, iOS 4 is already done, and there's iOS 3. So guys, again, iOS 4 browser is quite a bit faster, not a huge difference, but it's a pretty substantial upgrade. Next, we have Engadget.com. So guys, this is the full site, not the mobile, and instantly iOS 4 jumps to lead. But guys, one thing I noticed is that when you're loading big sites such as Engadget, which has lots and lots of images, it's a very featured full site. Both times it kind of just gets bottlenecked by the fact that the iPod Touch only has a 500 megahertz processor. So you can see, guys, I mean, we're almost closing on 30 seconds here, and neither of them are done. Of course, you can pan and zoom slightly while it is loading, but generally I like to go ahead and let it wait. So as we'll see here, actually they pretty much end up as a tie. So they're almost done. Right now you probably could go ahead and scroll some, but yeah, there you go. So iOS 3 and iOS 4 both done. So guys, I'd say that's a tie, but in general, guys, I definitely do like Safari on iOS 4. It is quite a bit faster, so it's definitely a good thing. Okay, guys, so the next thing is the Maps application. And guys, I speed tested this, and really, there's not a whole lot of a difference. iOS 4 looks slightly better. As you guys can see, it seems to kind of cache it a bit faster. But guys, there's not a huge difference. Maps is practically the same. Okay, guys, so the last one will be launching an app, and I did this many times, but this is Real Racing. Guys, again, not a huge difference. It was slightly faster on iOS 3 sometimes it was slightly faster on iOS 4. So as you guys can see here, this time iOS 3 barely won. But guys, there's not a huge difference. Nothing like, on Android 2.2 where it's going to, load your apps faster or anything. It's pretty much the same just because, of course, it is really based on the hardware. So guys, apps and Maps, neither of them are too much faster on iOS 4. Okay, guys, so that's it for my, brief speed test. So, guys, there's not a ton of a difference. I will mention I did not see a whole lot of slowdown in general on iOS 4 like some people are saying. So, guys, I would really definitely recommend going ahead and upgrading to iOS 4. Safari is a good bit faster, and generally the OS does seem really nice, quick, and responsive. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.